Yo people, LSM here. This time I want to talk about the event. We got the challenge stages and I want to talk about these three stages here, especially the last one. So unlike the first three, 4, 5 and 6 have damage reduction on the enemy and it can be quite high, the damage reduction. But the condition is not that bad. 5 rounds is enough for an endgame player to beat a normal 10 with poor damage. The thing is, on stage 6, the damage reduction is absurd and the amount of rounds is only 4. So I want to showcase some things that can work. First of all, KShana with SAko. This is the easiest thing in my opinion to beat the event, because with her exclusive set, KShana do true damage on the enemy, so she is not affected by the damage reduction on true damage. SAko is here because her exclusive talent boosts your team attack, your team damage, here below here. So this here boosts KShana bleed for her to do more true damage, and Hinata also have a skill that boosts attack, so more bleed for KShana for more true damage. Kaminico is here with Lifa just for me to prove that those two characters with Hinata buff can beat the stage, but Kaminico also helps because she have a shield on her skill 1. This helps that KShana doesn't get below 70% for SAko exclusive talent. And at Awaken 3, she also gives skill point, and her climax point battery is also important. If you don't have Kaminico, what you can do is that you can use this thing right here. Let's Ako and KShana. And for Sako, you want Aerial. Let me find Aerial here. This is the thing that you want to run because KShana doesn't give the climax point at the start of the round, so you need to waste more SP for this to work. So in this thing the rotation is a little different, but it works the same. You also want everyone to be very slow because there's an enemy Miyuki. At 800 speed, and she uses the spell 2 times on round 2 and round 4. So if you are with Hinata, she will dispel the attack buff and you don't want that to happen. So let me showcase this thing. Something to notice is that since this is something for endgame players, I will not be doing without imperfect, but I will try on this run to see if it works without activating any imp. Let's see. First I need to build climax points because you'll be spamming with KShana and you want Ouroboros for that. It can work without Awaken 5, but you need to reset for the climax reset skills. And probably will be using KShana version. So now we'll start with spamming. So Kaminico here for battery and heals, so that KShana have enough to spam. As you can see, the damage is very low. This climax would normally be like 600,000 damage, and did only that. So as you can see here, the bleed damage is quite high, and you want this to be even higher. Okay, she's above 30%. We still have Water Orb. Let's see if without any weapons we can do this. More heals. Now look at the damage. It's way higher. I don't think that it will be enough. Yeah, probably needs Idun because it gives more attack. Okay, last turn. Let's see if they will be dead. I need to use the skill right now. And this is the gimmick of this stage. I will talk about on the next 10. As you can see, when I do damage, they have a bleed effect on 10. This will be what I'll talk about later. Okay, so I don't think they will die. I will be missing a little amount of attack. Let's see. Okay, they died. So it can be enough without the weapons, but you probably need some RNG for crits. Still, Kimono Shana, it's a easy victory on the event. So let me show how built she is. We saw that my Summer Ako have 90 on her exclusive talent, but Kimono Shana is not as strong as her. Kimono Shana have 85 on her Valor. This was a lucky upgrade, but Ardor is very low. Aggression is 70, so not that high for a farmable character. You want those two to be your highest talents because they affect her bleed damage, which increases the bleed explosion. For reference, this is my Kuroki Hime, and this is their stats. Now for the next team I want to talk about, it's a poor damage team. Let's go here. This is the team that I want to talk about. So there's a problem with this team, is that it's very reliant on crit damage. I can only defeat the stage on 4 rounds with this team. Just let me equip Alice for a demonstration of her attack power. I can only defeat the stage with this stacked character pair if I get full crit checks on 3 climax. So I need her climax to crit 9 times, because 3 enemies, 1 crit check for each enemy. It works, but as I said, it's reliant on crit damage, so I don't recommend unless you don't have a better option. And the last option that I want to talk about is with, let's pick her here, Shana and Mikoto. And why is that I want to talk about this team? As I said on the stage, every time you hit an enemy, then you get a bleed on the self, and that bleed stacks. So what that means that on Shana's Elementium, with the unrested spell, she can make that bleed 2 turns, and Mikoto can refresh it and detonate. So what you do is that you want to stack the highest amount of bleed that you can get on the enemy, so that they die by bleed. But for that you normally want a very slow character to be at the end of the round to do the last blow if they don't die on round 4 at the start. So the slowest character that we can get is Ako. Let's see. How fast is Ako? Yeah, I think Ako main is the slowest not limited character. And there's a Kimono Shana, so the speed will not be that low. Yukina, where is Yukina? I don't have here upgraded. Yeah, those two can work. They are very slow. He is away, so this can work. For this team, what you but can work with other setups. The one I saw was using Tomoka, and what you want for the things that Shana needs to have a very high attack, Mikoto also needs to have very high attack. For impressive weapons, the best you can do is Ming on on Shana. On Mikoto you want, where is it? This one here, because Yuse is the name. The effect that it gives bleed to the enemy, and when Mikoto uses her climax skill, she will detonate the bleeds even more. But this impressive weapon removes the bleed. But since we don't want a permanent bleed on the enemy, the detonation effect is actually better than the permanent bleed. So Shana uses her climax on round 2, and on round 4, Mikoto will detonate with her climax skill. Her Elementium also have a detonation effect, so the stack damage will be very high. Another thing to note to use too is, where is it? Herbalist manual. The effect says that all allies bleed damage are increased at awaken 5. It is 70%, so it's a nice boost to have to help the team. Remember the thing that I said, this is the thing. Let me adjust the image here. Gabriel did it. It's not working well, so let's just wait a moment. Okay, now it's working. So this is the thing he used. He said that he doesn't have Wuzei upgraded, so it was a weaker version because he couldn't do the bleed detonation. So if you don't have limited characters, you can make it work. You just need to unlock Shana's Elementium, Mikoto's Elementium, and have them at high stats. Those impressive weapons will help. You don't need Ouroboros. Those two will help you the most on the strategy, and I wish you luck if you want to try this. Is Kimono Shana still on hate up here? No, I think she got away. Yeah, she got away today. But that's it, people. Tell me in the comments if you could beat the stage. I tried with the raw damage, but the NG was not for me. I don't have the patience to do that. So I just picked Kimono Shana and exploded everything. About Kimono Shana 10, it doesn't need to be, like I said, it doesn't need to be only those two. I just wanted to show that those two together can do the stage, and the third member can be anyone that helps. Something to note is that if you don't have enough skill point or climax point for your rotation, tomorrow reset we will get a new impressive weapon. It's a main, and her effect is that she gives more climax point and more skill point. So maybe if you don't have enough, if you get one copy of her, you can adapt your rotation. And maybe I'll talk about her later, but for now I don't think that she will change the meta, because what she does is not needed on meta teams, but she will help no meta teams that don't have battery characters like the Blade composition that only have Kimono Shana giving one climax point every turn. She will help those type of things, which bring hopes to me, because maybe we will be able to build other things like the Yuki focus team. Yuki main, Kimono Asuna, where is he? Kimono Asuna, and Kirito, where is he? Kirito, Yeah, Kirito, because of Yuki's Elementium, with the extra skill point and climax point on that impress weapon, maybe this thing will work. I know that for now they run dual bait Kirito, but I don't have him. Still, I wish you good luck on the challenge, and I hope that this video helps you clear it. Goodbye.